Have you ever wondered why, despite eating well, exercising regularly, and doing everything right, your legs still feel weaker? Why does it seem like the steps you take are getting steeper, or that it takes longer to get out of a chair than it used to? Is it simply a result of aging, or could there be something else subtly affecting you? You might be surprised to learn that it's not always about what you're not doing. In fact, you're likely already doing something without even realizing how detrimental it is. Many seniors unknowingly make the same quiet mistake every day, all while believing they're making the right choice. This belief comes from being told for years that fruits are healthy, natural, and good for you. And while most fruits are indeed beneficial, here's a reality that often goes unspoken. Not every fruit is suitable for older adults. Some fruits, which we consume regularly without question, may gradually weaken the legs, cause knee pain, aggravate joint inflammation, and make walking more difficult. These fruits, often marketed as being good for health, can actually undermine your mobility, balance, and leg strength. As we age, our bodies undergo changes. Our circulation weakens, metabolism slows down, and the foods that once benefited us can start to do more harm than good. Some fruits, though seemingly innocent with their sweet flavors, contain high levels of acids, carbohydrates, and other substances that can impact blood sugar levels, increase inflammation, and ultimately weaken our legs. The worst part? The damage is gradual, subtle, and often goes undetected until you suddenly feel sharp pain in your calves, persistent thigh discomfort, or an odd tightness in your knees after a brief walk. Today, we're going to uncover the 7 deadliest fruits that seniors over 60 should avoid, especially if you want to protect your legs from long-term damage, pain, and weakness. Despite their appearance of being harmless, these fruits could be doing more harm than good. After you learn the truth, you'll never look at your fruit dish the same way again. Stick with me until the end if you care about your strength and want to maintain stable, strong, and pain-free legs. Your body might be giving you subtle warnings, and this could be the wake-up call you've been waiting for. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications if you want to stay informed about your health. We're here to reveal the truths that no one else talks about, and I'd love to know if you're with me. If this video resonates with you, type 1 in the comments section. If not, type 0. You might not realize it, but your voice matters. Now, let's start with the first fruit on our list. This fruit is often praised for its anti-inflammatory benefits, but for seniors, it might actually be doing the opposite. Let's talk about pineapple. Pineapple, this tropical, juicy fruit is known for its refreshing taste, but it's also celebrated for a substance called bromelain, which has been used for years as a natural remedy to reduce inflammation. However, in older adults, the effects of pineapple might not be as beneficial as they seem. Here's the twist. While many people believe that pineapple is a great anti-inflammatory fruit, it could actually be the quiet cause of pain for older adults. Pineapple contains strong acids and natural sugars, and those sugars may not be as harmless as they seem, especially if you're over 60. Let me explain. As we age, our blood vessels become more fragile and sensitive, and they no longer react to sugar spikes in the same way. Although pineapple has some health benefits, it floods the bloodstream with a surge of natural sugar. This rapid spike in blood sugar can put strain on the tiny blood vessels that supply your legs, feet, and muscles. Over time, this can lead to damage, as weakened circulation means less oxygen reaches your legs. And you know what that means: pain, fatigue, and swelling. After even a short walk, you may feel a dull, dragging ache in your legs, stiffness in your knees, and pain in your ankles, even if you've been sitting all day. In addition to its sweetness, pineapple is highly acidic. This acidity can irritate your joints, especially if you already have inflammation or arthritis. It intensifies the burning sensation in your hips, knees, and ankles, like adding fuel to the fire. Some people even notice their legs feeling unusually heavy after consuming pineapple, as though their strength is slowly draining away. There's something else you should be aware of. If you're taking any medications, particularly blood thinners, pineapple's well-known enzyme, bromelain, can interact with certain drugs, either enhancing their effects or reducing their effectiveness. But here's the most concerning part. The effects of pineapple aren't obvious right away. There's no immediate pain or clear negative reaction. Instead, it sneaks up on you, gradually diminishing your ability to move freely until one day you realize that your legs just aren't as strong as they used to be. The saddest part is that many seniors are completely unaware that the fruit they consume for health benefits may actually be contributing to the yearly decline in their leg strength. So, what can you do? There's no need to hate pineapple, but it's important to be aware of its impact, especially if you've been dealing with persistent leg pain or unexplained swelling. The harm it causes is subtle, but over time, it can take a toll. If pineapple, a fruit known for its anti-inflammatory properties, can have such a negative impact on aging legs, then what about the next fruit? It's soft, sweet, and widely praised for boosting muscle power and potassium levels. But it might be deceiving you. Let's talk about bananas, the second fruit on our list. Bananas, the muscle imposter. Bananas are often seen as a healthy snack, packed with potassium and known for providing energy, preventing cramps, and benefiting muscles. However, the situation changes when it comes to older adults. Bananas are full of natural sugars and quick-digesting carbohydrates. This means that after eating them, your blood sugar levels spike, and your body has to work harder to regulate insulin. When this happens frequently, circulation weakens, and inflammation increases. As a result, your legs start to suffer. You may experience a dull soreness when walking or climbing stairs, heaviness in your legs after meals, or stiffness in your calves. But there's more. Bananas can cause your body to retain more fluid, especially if you have heart problems. This can lead to stiff joints, swollen feet, and swollen ankles. The effect is subtle. You might think they're helping your muscles, but in reality, they could be slowly draining your strength. The worst part? The effects aren't immediate. Over time, eating bananas can make it more difficult to move and cause more pain. If you often experience heavy, aching, or swollen legs, bananas might not be as beneficial as they seem. Now, let's look at something even smaller that might have a similar impact. Bananas are known for supporting muscles, but their innocent appearance hides their potential to harm your joints. Let's discuss grapes, the third fruit. Grapes, the small fruit with a significant inflammatory effect. Grapes might appear innocent, tiny, juicy, and easy to snack on, but they have a reputation that's not often discussed. While they are packed with antioxidants and considered heart-healthy, most people don't realize that for elderly individuals, grapes can lead to mild leg pain, stiffness, and inflammation. The reason? Grapes contain fructose, a substance that can be harmful when consumed in high quantities. Grapes, a sugar source with hidden dangers. Grapes, while small and sweet, carry hidden risks due to their high fructose content. This sugar is directly absorbed by the liver, where it is converted into fat and uric acid. If the liver cannot process it completely, that's when the real trouble begins, particularly in the toes, ankles, and knees. Uric acid builds up in the joints, leading to intermittent burning sensations, swelling, and a nagging ache that can make even light walking difficult. Have you ever experienced that sharp pain in your big toe at night or that sudden stiffness in your calves? It could be something as simple as a handful of grapes causing your uric acid levels to rise. But the problem doesn't stop there. Fructose fuels your body's chronic inflammation, which can result in slower movement, increased pressure, and greater stiffness. The danger is that grapes are so easy to overeat. They're small, easy to snack on, and not filling. Before you know it, you've consumed 2 or 3 cups. As a result, the sugar quickly accumulates, and while grapes may seem like a healthy snack, they can subtly weaken your joints, reduce flexibility, and make your legs less comfortable as you age. If you've been eating grapes regularly and notice increased stiffness or swelling, it's time to reconsider. Watermelon, the bogus hydrator. Watermelon is often seen as a symbol of hydration and summer, and many people believe it's harmless. It feels refreshing, has few calories, and is mostly water. But here's the secret. Watermelon has a very high glycemic index, meaning it causes a rapid rise in blood sugar levels, just like candy. For seniors, these frequent sugar spikes can cause significant harm, especially to the legs. When blood sugar rises quickly, the body releases insulin to bring it back down. However, as we age, our bodies struggle to regulate insulin effectively, which leads to inflammation, particularly in areas with poor circulation, such as your calves, ankles, and knees. After eating watermelon, you might immediately feel leg tiredness or a dull discomfort when walking quickly. The high sugar content of watermelon, while seemingly refreshing, can exacerbate joint stiffness and discomfort, making it less of a hydrating superfood than it appears. Have you ever experienced that odd, persistent swelling around your ankles after a stroll, or felt like climbing stairs had turned into a mountain hike? Watermelon, with its light texture and refreshing taste, might seem like a healthy choice, but it's actually a subtle trap. Most people eat a lot of it because it's juicy and satisfying, often starting with one slice, then two, and before you know it, you've had 3 or more. What happens next? More sugar, more stress, and increased inflammation. It feels like you're hydrating, but in reality, your blood sugar is spiking and your circulation is struggling. As a result, your legs suffer. Watermelon acts like a charming illusion. It feels light and refreshing on the inside, but it gently wears down your legs over time. Despite its healthy image, it can subtly increase the discomfort of movement, leaving you with persistent swelling and stiffness. If watermelon is a regular part of your diet and you've noticed your legs feeling more tired lately, it might be time to reconsider this seemingly innocent fruit. Next, let's talk about another fruit that's often associated with health benefits, particularly vitamin C, immunity-boosting juices, and breakfast tables: oranges. Oranges, the attack of acid on joints. Oranges are often praised for their high vitamin C content, fresh scent, and health benefits. They're featured in juices, health supplements, and breakfast platters, and are believed to boost immunity. But for seniors, especially those over 60, oranges can be hiding an unpleasant truth. The acid in oranges, which is the source of their citrusy glow, can actually cause irritation in your joints. Citrus, abundant in oranges, can quietly inflame your joints, particularly if your body is already dealing with issues like inflammation, stiffness, or arthritis. You might wake up with gradual stiffness in your knees, persistent hip pain, or discomfort in your legs after sitting for too long. The pain might seem like a normal part of aging, but that daily habit of drinking orange juice could be contributing to the very issues you're trying to avoid. Here's what's happening. The citric acid in oranges doesn't just stay in your stomach, it enters your bloodstream and can exacerbate irritation in your joints. When mixed with the fruit's natural sugar, it causes blood sugar fluctuations that fuel inflammation throughout the body. Every step feels a little heavier, and your knees, ankles, and hips bear the brunt of that inflammation. The discomfort spreads, making even simple movements painful. So, while oranges might seem like a healthy choice, they can secretly be making your joints worse. The hidden dangers of green apples, a silent culprit of leg pain. While oranges might not pose a threat to younger individuals, their effects on the elderly can develop gradually, particularly for those with aging joints and slower circulation. The hardest part is that, all the while, you're consuming them with the belief that you're doing something beneficial for your health, as oranges have long been associated with wellness. However, now that you're aware, it's clear they may not be as good for you as you once thought. Now, let's move on to a fruit that appears clean, crisp, and lower in sugar. Many believe it's the safe option. But beneath its innocent appearance, it holds a secret that can result in nighttime cramping, tight knees, and aching hips. Let's talk about green apples. Green apples, a secret cause of leg pain. Green apples might seem like a healthier alternative due to their crispness and lower sweetness, making them a popular choice for seniors. They're often viewed as a low-sugar snack, but most people don't realize that green apples can subtly contribute to fatigue, stiffness, and leg pain. The culprits behind this are malic acid and natural sugars. First, let's dive into malic acid. This is what gives green apples their signature sour flavor, but it can be problematic for aging digestion. While it's fine for younger individuals, our digestive systems become more sensitive as we age. Malic acid can irritate the tissues in our joints once it enters the body. After consuming green apples, some seniors experience severe hip or thigh pain, while others notice a mild heat in their feet or a tightening sensation in their knees. The effects are gradual, but over time, the acid builds up and the pain intensifies. Next, we have the sugar content. While green apples may not taste as sweet as red apples, they still contain natural sugars that can cause blood sugar fluctuations. For older individuals with slower metabolisms, this can be problematic. You may experience tired calves, nighttime leg cramps, morning stiffness, or even weakness when climbing stairs. The issue with green apples is that they are often eaten raw, either as a snack or right before bed, meaning the body is constantly being affected by their sugars. Though they appear to be a pure, healthy choice, green apples could be subtly making walking more difficult, stiffening joints, and causing restless nights for aging bodies. And what about a tropical, rich, and extremely sweet fruit that could also have this effect? If a fruit as simple as a green apple can cause these issues, what about one that is adored by many for its sweetness? Let's discuss the true sugar bomb, the next fruit on our list. Mango, the sugar explosion for your joints. Mangoes are juicy, soft, and sweet, almost like candy, making them a beloved fruit, especially during the summer months. However, here's the truth. Mangoes might be one of the most harmful fruits for elderly people who are struggling with joint weakness and leg pain. Because they're packed with natural sugars. And when I say packed, I mean they pack a significant sugar punch, causing a rapid and sharp rise in your blood sugar levels. While younger, active individuals can often handle this sugar spike, things change once you hit 60. As metabolism slows down, the body has a harder time managing these spikes. The result? A sugar rush followed by a crash, which triggers inflammation deep within your joints, especially in the soft tissues around your ankles, hips, and knees. If you suffer from nerve issues, you may even feel a burning sensation in your toes, a tingling that doesn't go away, or swelling around your feet in the evenings. A creeping heaviness may settle in your legs, making movement feel sluggish. Mangoes are deceptively easy to overeat due to their light, fresh taste and the perception that they're not a large meal. But that's the trap. The sensation of lightness doesn't matter when it comes to how your body reacts to sugar. Over time, the sugar in mangoes can worsen joint pain, slow down your walking, and leave your legs feeling unsteady. Despite their natural sweetness, mangoes aren't necessarily safe for those with weaker circulation and aging joints. The alternative, fruits that can help your body heal. Now that you're aware of the negative effects some fruits can have on your body, especially as you age, it's time to focus on what you should eat. The right fruits do more than just satisfy your hunger, they help heal your body. Berries, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, and others are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. They're low in sugar, high in antioxidants, and gentle on your blood sugar. These small fruits help increase circulation, especially in your legs, promote easier mobility, reduce stiffness, and lessen swelling, edema. Cherries, when consumed in moderation, are another great option. They can help reduce uric acid levels, which lowers the risk of gout and joint pain flare-ups. Cherries are especially helpful in relieving sore joints and the burning sensations in your knees or toes. Just a handful, not a whole bowl, can provide significant relief. Avocados, often thought of as a vegetable but technically a fruit, are among the best for promoting healthy joints. Packed with good fats, they reduce inflammation within your body and cushion your joints. Additionally, they help regulate insulin levels, providing steady energy without causing blood sugar spikes. Incorporating these fruits into your diet can make a world of difference, not just for your leg strength and joint health, but for your overall well-being as you age. Papaya, a digestible fruit for healing and comfort. Are you looking for a fruit that's easy on the stomach and beneficial for digestion? Try papaya. This tender tropical fruit is filled with enzymes that help reduce inflammation and facilitate digestion, making it gentle on aging joints and easy on your stomach. Additionally, pairing pears with a small amount of fiber or protein can provide subtle sweetness without overwhelming your body with sugar. These fruits give your body a steady source of energy without placing unnecessary strain on your legs, allowing you to move with greater ease. Unlike the fruits that may cause discomfort, swelling, or pain, these options work with your body, supporting its natural functions. They don't disrupt your balance or create discomfort. Instead, they help your body achieve the vigor, equilibrium, and serenity it seeks. It's not just about eating fruit, it's about choosing the right fruits for your age and body, fruits that will nurture you as you grow older. The importance of mindful eating. When you make the conscious decision to choose fruits that are appropriate for your body, you'll begin to feel the difference. Firmer steps, calmer movements, and clearer mornings are just some of the benefits you'll experience as you begin to make those healthy choices. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a few words of wisdom. If you've made it this far, it's clear that you're concerned about your future, your strength, and your health. And let me tell you this, it's never too late to change. You still have time to recover, and you're not alone in this journey. Getting older can be challenging. The pain, stiffness, and fear of falling develop gradually, sometimes making you feel as though your body is slipping away. But here's the reality, you have the power to take control. By making sensible, modest adjustments, not drastic changes, you can improve your health one step at a time. One meal, one fruit, and one decision at a time. While the fruits we discussed today may not be harmful, they may no longer be the best choices for your body. That's okay. Growing older doesn't mean giving up, it means being smarter about the choices you make. As you start eating mindfully and selecting foods that promote strength, circulation, and flexibility, you'll notice a difference. Less discomfort, more flexibility, smoother mornings, and lighter steps. That's the true goal, not fear or limitation, but empowerment. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Share what you learned today and what changes you're ready to make in the comments below. We all grow when we share, and by helping one another, we create a stronger community. If this video was helpful, please hit the like button. If it opened your eyes even slightly, click subscribe so you don't miss any vital information that could change your health. Turn on the bell for notifications. And finally, let me know, was this video useful too?